And suddenly, Boyd's reaction to Jade's mushroom vision doesn't feel so crazy anymore. For most of the episode, Jade's experience can be dismissed as another hallucination, another strange vision, another example of someone in this town losing their grip on reality.
What if the bones are what anchor the spirits of those children here?
But Boyd has spent years fighting impossible things that shouldn't exist. He's watched monsters smile like human beings. He's seen people hear voices no one else can hear. He's seen worms under his skin and survive things that defy every law of nature. So when Jade describes what he saw, Boyd doesn't react like a man listening to nonsense. He reacts like someone who has learned the most dangerous lesson in Fromville. Sometimes the impossible is simply another piece of the puzzle. And that's where Sophia's actions become even more disturbing. Because if Sophia really poisoned Henry with her blood, then we're looking at something far bigger than a random act of violence. Blood has always carried strange significance in this story. Infection, transformation, connection, sacrifice. These ideas keep appearing again and again. What if Sophia wasn't trying to kill Henry at all? What if she was trying to change him? What if whatever is happening inside her is connected to the same force behind the visions, the voices, and the supernatural bond that seems to link certain residents to the town itself? Henry may not have been the target of an attack. He may have been the subject of an experiment. And when you connect that possibility to Jade's vision, another frightening pattern begins to emerge. What if the mushrooms didn't create the vision?
I think the mushrooms kicked in.
What if they simply removed a barrier that normally prevents people from seeing what's already there? Throughout the series, the town has repeatedly shown that reality isn't as stable as it appears. Certain people see things others can't. Certain characters receive information they should never possess. It's possible that Jade wasn't hallucinating at all. He may have briefly seen the world as it truly exists beneath the illusion everyone else experiences. That would explain why so many discoveries in Fromville come through altered states. Dreams, trances, visions, near-death experiences. The town doesn't reveal its secrets through logic. It reveals them through cracks in perception. Every time a character slips outside normal consciousness, they get closer to whatever truth is hiding underneath the surface. And if that's true, then Boyd's willingness to listen becomes one of the most important moments in the episode. Unlike before, Boyd isn't immediately dismissing impossible explanations. He's beginning to realize that traditional answers are useless here. The monsters, the symbols, the voices, the children, the visions, they might not be separate mysteries at all. They might be symptoms of a single force that nobody fully understands yet. The terrifying possibility is that Sophia, Jade, Henry, and Boyd are all standing on different sides of the same revelation. Sophia's blood may represent physical transformation. Jade's vision may represent spiritual awakening. Henry may be the first person experiencing the consequences, and Boyd may be the first person finally connecting the dots. Because think about how often From presents information in fragments. One character gets a vision, another receives a warning, someone else uncovers a symbol, another finds a location. No single person ever gets the complete picture. It's as if the town deliberately distributes pieces of the truth among different people, forcing them to assemble it together. What if that's exactly what's happening now? If Sophia's blood contains something unnatural and Jade's vision exposed a hidden reality, then Henry's condition could be the bridge between those two mysteries. He may become living proof that the town can alter people in ways nobody previously understood. Not mentally, not emotionally, physically. And that possibility should terrify everyone. Because if one person can be changed, then anyone can. Maybe that's what the town has been doing all along. Maybe the monsters aren't a separate species. Maybe they were people once. Maybe every strange symptom we've seen throughout the series isn't random at all. Maybe it's part of a process, a progression, a transformation that unfolds so slowly nobody notices it until it's already too late. Suddenly, the creatures smiling outside the windows every night look very different. Suddenly, every vision carries new meaning. Suddenly, every unexplained illness, every mysterious wound, every encounter with the supernatural feels connected to something much larger moving beneath the surface. And if that's where episode 6 is leading us, then the biggest question isn't whether Boyd believes Jade anymore. The biggest question is whether Boyd is already too late. Because if Sophia's blood truly changed Henry, then the process has already begun. If Jade's vision revealed the reality hidden behind the town's illusion, then the truth is already leaking through. And if Boyd is finally starting to understand what's happening, then he may be standing at the exact point where every previous seeker of answers disappeared. The scariest part isn't that the town is hiding something, it's that the town may finally be revealing it. So what do you think? Did Sophia actually poison Henry? Or was she intentionally passing something into him? Was Jade's mushroom vision a hallucination? Or did it expose the hidden reality behind Fromville? And has Boyd finally started seeing the same pattern the town has been trying to show them all along? Because if these events are connected, then episode 6 didn't just answer questions. It may have quietly revealed how the entire nightmare works. There's another detail that makes this theory even harder to ignore. Throughout the series, the town has never operated like a prison designed to keep people out. It behaves more like a machine designed to shape the people trapped inside it. Every tragedy, every vision, every impossible encounter seems tailored to a specific person. Jade sees symbols. Tabitha hears the children. Boyd faces tests of leadership and faith. Victor carries memories no one else can access. The experiences are different, but the result is always the same. The town changes them. If Sophia's blood truly affected Henry, then it could be another example of the town pushing someone toward a new stage of that transformation. What's especially unsettling is how little control the characters seem to have over this process. The more they resist, the more the town adapts. When they search for answers, new mysteries appear. When they discover a path forward, something redirects them. It's almost as if an unseen intelligence is constantly adjusting the board. That would explain why Jade's vision arrived exactly when it did, and why Boyd was willing to consider it. They may not have stumbled onto the truth by accident. They may have been led there. The town has always seemed one step ahead of everyone, and episode the 6th of may have shown us that it isn't reacting to the residents at all. It's guiding them. That brings us back to Henry. If he begins showing changes in the episodes ahead, his condition could become one of the most important clues in the entire series. Not because of what happens to him, but because of what it reveals about everyone else. What if Henry is simply the first person we're watching go through a process that others have already started? Suddenly, past events take on a different meaning. Strange behavior, unexplained connections, visions that seem impossible to share. What if those weren't isolated incidents? What if they were early symptoms? The town may not just be trapping people. It may be rewriting them piece by piece until they become part of whatever larger purpose lies at the center of Fromville. And that possibility changes everything. Because if the town is transforming its residents rather than merely tormenting them, then escape might not be the real endgame. The real question becomes whether anyone can leave without becoming something different than the person who arrived. Maybe that's why answers are so dangerous in From. Every revelation pulls the characters closer to understanding the town, but understanding the town may also mean becoming connected to it. And if Boyd, Jade, Sophia, and Henry have all stepped onto that path, then episode 6 wasn't just setting up the next mystery. It may have quietly revealed that the closer someone gets to the truth, the less human they remain,